And I keeping it real again. The first video got cut by accident. And then I thought I showed some more identifying dress markers, but you see, it's me talking to this. But yeah, okay, don't look at me. I ain't, you know, this is Godiva chocolate and I keeping it real. Let me see, Omia, what do you want to call myself? Give me another name, you know what I'm saying? Dry cactus, give me another one. I made my mind well, nah, I just keep it straight. This one is for the ladies again. Let's go, take two. Ladies, why should a guy pay attention to you? Why should a young man of marrying age or someone who's of mature enough age, you must say that, pay attention to you? Is it because of how you look? Because of how you sound? Because of how you smell? Because of your intellect, your mind? Because of your goals? Because of your plans? Because of your religion? Or lack thereof? Or maybe confusion of? Why should he pay attention to you? I'm still addressing the issue. What happened to Eve and Adam in the Garden of Eden? Whose fault was it? They said it was hers. Some said it was his. Some said it was hers. Some said he should have known better. Some said she thought she was going to get something better. Some said because she did it, she brought some good things to us. Well, ask the ladies that. They'll explain what happens. You know? Every month they gotta address the situation, you know? And for those who, you know, I'm not even gonna go there too much. Just to say, God bless you in every way, however you are, however you are, God bless you. But why should a guy pay attention to you? Because I noticed this, if you take time to look at a lady, she ain't wanna look at you. Or maybe she does, maybe she glancing. But sometimes if you ignore them, sometimes they pay attention to you more. Or sometimes the opposite. Kind of like kitty cats also. Remember these have Batman and Catgirl and Catwoman? But every time, you know, it's like, they keep trying to, I don't know, I keep thinking they're trying to make them to a couple or something. I don't even know if they are. There's so many Batman episodes, I don't know what happened anymore. But I'm just like, the Dark Knight, what do they call her then? The Light Lady? I mean, come on, you know? But think about it. Why should guys pay attention to you guys? Suppose your looks change over time. What do you do? Suppose your physique change over time. What do you do? Suppose you have surgery. Suppose you have children. Suppose you don't. Suppose your look don't change. Suppose you look young forever. Suppose you look older. Suppose you're light skin. Suppose you're dark skin. Suppose you're albino. Suppose you're short. Suppose you're tall. Suppose you got injured. Suppose you didn't. Suppose you could drive. Suppose you can't. Come on, give me something. Suppose you have your own home. Suppose you don't. Suppose you rent. Suppose you're not. Suppose you work. Suppose you're not. Suppose you're a stay-at-home mom. Suppose you're not. That might be easier to go with, right? Come on, suppose you're a landscaper. Suppose you're not. Suppose you drive trucks. Suppose you're not. Suppose you fly planes. Suppose you're not. Suppose you work in industry and banking. Suppose you're not. Suppose you are horticulturist. You are I mean, you name the careers ladies are doing it, man. Suppose you're an astronaut. Suppose you're not. Suppose you sit there and do gardening. Suppose you're not. Suppose you wear deodorant. Suppose you don't. That's an interesting one. Suppose you like natural. Suppose you don't. Suppose you're adventurous. Suppose you're not. Hey, birds, give me something. Suppose you like to be left alone. Suppose you don't. Suppose you like company. Suppose you like to be alone. Suppose you like to cook. Suppose you can't. Suppose you like to cook, but suppose you didn't. Suppose you like to cook, but you want to, but you didn't learn it yet. But suppose you need to cook because that's expected of you. But suppose you don't want to because you don't want to do what's expected of you. Suppose you want to be different. Suppose you want to be the same. Man, ladies, you're complex. I don't have to stuff with you. Suppose you're not complex. Suppose you're simple. Nah, I don't know if I can say simple. Ladies, are you simple? You tell me in the comments. Are you simple? I'm still working on you. Where did God take you from? Where did he make you from? Let me see how many people over here are looking and pay attention to these things and see if you actually... Because if you ain't paying attention, I ain't making no more videos like this. Because, you know, them guys are like, yeah, enough. Nah, I ain't done with you. I got more stuff for you guys. Okay? But think about it. Where did God make you from? How did he make you? How did he fashion you? Did he take you from a shoulder blade? Knee? Skull? Take a bone from the toes? From the spine? Well, I think I'm getting too close. Let me leave it alone. You answer. Where did God make you from? How did God make you? Why do you think he made you the way he made you? Here's something also. What happens when you get older? Does anybody not get older? Does time stand still? Well, let's go to this one. Suppose you like to have fillers. Suppose you don't. Suppose you like Botox. Suppose you don't. Suppose you like to be natural. Suppose you don't. Suppose you wear makeup. Suppose you don't. Why should guys pay attention to you? Or should they? I've seen some videos of people going to the gym and then talking about and making videos of guys watching them or lack thereof, or guys trying to assist them. And don't you know that guys are very different than you are? And like cats and animals and everything else, we're all very curious people. Is it wrong to be curious? To say, hey, who are you? What's your name? How are you? How are you doing? I don't have to talk to you per se, but I could just be saying, being courteous and nice. I've seen people open doors for some people, and some people get upset. I've seen people don't do it, and some people get upset. I'm like, seriously? Come on. You can't be having it both ways. I told you the other videos. How long halt you between two opinions? You can't have it both ways. Well, maybe you can't, but some people like to have it both ways, but you don't. No, I'm not talking sexual. I'm just talking straight up in terms of what your preference are for things in life. Okay? Sexual thing, you know, that's self-explanatory, okay? If it works, God bless. If it doesn't work, pray God makes it work. Okay? Just keep it simple. But suppose that doesn't work. Should the guy stay? Or should he go? Suppose it does work. Should the guy stay or go? Suppose it works too well. And then what if the guy says, hey, I like that, but I like your sister and your friend too? Ooh. Suppose some guys like your mom. Ooh. Suppose some guys like your cousin. Oh. Suppose guys, oh. Well, guys, I got one for you too. Oh, is this 2 in 1? This is complex. Ladies, you're very complex. Let me go again. Let's try it again. I'm going to think about it. See you, ladies. Too hot. Talk about it again.